we organise events for young people to go into companies. We organise events for teachers to do the same, and then listen to the employees within those companies so that they can have some sort of an impact on the teachers and also young people.
Before I had started looking into jobs, I was definitely more focused on what college am I going to go to, what course am I going to do, what university am I going to, why am I going to do an apprenticeship. I wasn't very focused on the end goal of where I was getting to. I was more focused on the things that I'm doing now rather than the things I'm doing later, but the course has definitely helped in wanting to get to an end goal, definitely.
It's looking at, well, is that for me? Is that not for me? And you can only do that when you're in the workplace and you can understand whether something's suitable for the skills that you have.
I did a residential stay at Coventry University where I worked with BMW, Jaguar and Aston Martin, and we were learning about how they got into their careers, how they got their apprenticeships and how that led on to their university courses and where that got them to where they are today.
So we have brought in organisations that have, told our students about the qualifications they need, the pathway that they need to take, and inspired our young people to go forward into a range of different jobs, and also in terms of challenging myths, certain female into certain jobs, men into certain jobs, and broken down some of those barriers for our students.
We got to meet so many new people and do so many different things that wouldn't have interested me and that I wouldn't have ever thought about doing. I wouldn't have thought about making a car at 14 years old or working with people who have done apprenticeships for Jaguar.
The chance to actually ask that person, what do you do in your job? How did you get here? What work experience did you have? And to hear it from them, it's invaluable.
I was thinking of maybe going into finance, but after speaking to that psychology teacher, I feel like I might go into psychology. Meeting
people from different sectors is valuable. I think they learn so much. Some of them walk away from it and think, do you know what, that's not really for me, which again is a positive because it brings a reality to a situation for them.
One of my friends knew what he wanted to do when older, but then he realised after that careers he didn't really, that's not his calling. So he spoke to the solicitor and she helped him, and he's thinking of becoming a solicitor when he's older.
As a careers advisor, I value the support of organisations from the National Career Service and the Inspiration Agenda that actually offer free resources for schools to tap into, and I just hope more people do it.
The employers coming in are really beneficial because they help with communication skills and speaking to new people that I wouldn't usually speak to on a day-to-day basis, so that's really beneficial. It's made me be a lot more organised in my schoolwork, so I'm getting a lot more done. I'm going to get a lot further, I think, with that.
Young people are asked to make decisions about their future. A lot of them don't really know what they're looking for, and to go into the workplace, it's ideal for them to understand what work is all about.
In terms of the future, I am a bit worried, but to anyone, you shouldn't be worried. As long as you know what you're doing and as long as people are helping you and telling you what you need to do to achieve that goal, then you should be fine.
And organising and prioritising things that's all been taught to me now in a way that it wouldn't have been before.
It's really rewarding. It's nice to think that you've really helped somebody to see past the end of the school gate, I guess. Because if you can't see something, you can't think about doing it, whereas if you've seen someone doing it, you know you can. I never thought I'd be able to be an astronaut, but if my next door neighbour was an astronaut, maybe I would think that I could. So yeah, by going into the schools, you're making it real for them, I guess.
It's hard to get into the world at such a young age. So with a lot of people coming in, it opens a lot of new doors and opens things that wouldn't really interest me before, because I now think about not just the destination but the journey on to get to it.
It's from the horse's mouth. And really that's the important thing. It's about learning from people who are in industry about the jobs that they do and what's happening at the moment.